Oh.
Yeah, so how this all happened and how I got started was I was working and I graduated from college. I got an acting degree. I don't recommend that unless you want to starve for like the rest of your life. But I guess I wanted to starve or something. So I'm so ADD. Can we move the table back? I feel like I'm like gonna jump in your lap, which you might like. Oh hi, honey. Oh hi. Okay, wait, Abby and wait, hold on. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna remember your name. Give me the first letter. Aaron. Evan? Almost. So close. So close. You guys look so amazing last night. You're feeling a little tired. There's no trash can in here. Okay, that's okay. That's what this is for. I'm sorry, Rosen. Mr. Rosen, Hotel Suites. I'm using your paper. So anyway, oh dear. So ADD. Yes. My God, it's hot in here. Okay.
So take
anyway,
off all your...
So I was working and living in Houston, and I was doing the acting thing. I just graduated from college, and I was kind of went to this. I did this, you guys. I went to a commercial print modeling school. Let me explain that. So you got your models who are like 7 feet tall and leggy and gorgeous and hair and lashes. And that's not me. I mean, I know it looks like me, and you're like, wow, I can't believe it was her. I know because that's what I don't. Yeah, I know. So, but they have commercial print modeling schools where you're less attractive, but you're very like expressive in some ways. And these are the people that you see like on billboards and maybe commercials. Like they're holding up, Waterford Crystal. It sparkles. And so I was like, I can do that. I'm expressive. So I'm at this commercial print modeling school, which I paid for. Not one of my smarter choices. This water sure is good. And there was a teacher there who actually worked for ADV Films. Her name was Sharon Shaughnessy. I don't know if that's the name in the credits of the work that because she did a lot of work in the 90s with ADV Films. She takes me aside one day and she goes, hey, you're really good in these commercial print modeling classes. And I don't know if that's really a compliment, but I certainly, I certainly took it as a compliment. And she's like, I work for this company called ADV Films, and they're dubbing anime. And do you know what anime is? And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I grew up on Speed Racer. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Last Unicorn. So I knew what anime was. Oh my God, I have it on VHS. And I have the soundtrack from America, from The Last Unicorn. Love it. So she's like, I'm going to give your name to Matt Greenfield. Because at the time, they were looking for people. It's not like it is now. Now trying to get in is a whole different story. But back then, they were like, they would beg people, like, can you come be in this anime? And actors would be like, all right, well, it's kind of weird. What is it? So I went in and I auditioned, and so that brought me to Evangelion. One of my lines from Evangelion was, the doors are now closing. So it's very important. So anyway, so then I just started working for them more and more. I played Hikaru in Orange Road Summer's Beginning, which was fun. And then I went on to Ruin Explorers. I played Sam, and she was half wooden, half squirrel. Eerie! She was so cute, blonde, little wisp of a thing. Loved that. And then that brought me to Cutie Honey. So that was an interesting experience. Yes, Cutie Honey, old school Cutie Honey. So I got a call. Matt calls me. He's like, hey, we're holding auditions for this new Cutie Honey series from Go to Guy. And I was like, oh, okay. And I hadn't heard of any of that. And he's like, yeah, it's a really, really big audition because Go to Guy is actually in contact with us and he wants to cast Cutie Honey. He's like, so we're actually sitting the audition. This was back in the day before we had smartphones and iPhones, and an email could not handle anything over 1 meg. So they were making a CD. We had CDs that we burned things on because I'm kind of old. And they'd ship off the auditions to Japan. So we were doing. He's like, he wants to pick, and the Go-To Guy had told Matt, I want Winona. He didn't really talk like this, but I'm gonna pretend. I want Winona Ryder to play Cutie Honey. He wanted Winona Ryder to play Cutie Honey.
What?
Legit story. And Matt was like, oh, well, we have a pool of really talented actresses that we would like to actually suggest. No, I want Winona Ryder to play Cutie Honey. And at the time, Winona Ryder was a fit. Like, she was like, I mean, Heather's had already been out for a few years, but she was still like, you wanted to be Winona Ryder, or you wanted to be on Winona Ryder. I mean, like, yeah, but not much. So anyway, okay, moving on. So he's like, we can't have Winona Ryder be Cutie Honey. We can't afford that kind of contract. So why don't we just audition our best people for you, and then you pick from there. And he's like, well, okay. I don't know if he actually did that, but anyway. So lo and behold, he cast me. I don't know. To this day, I'm still extremely humbled and confused, but thrilled that I got to play that. So I worked a lot for ADV Films. Then I moved to New York, and I started working for Central Park Media and Media Blasters and Tosh Productions and 4Kids. I had a show on Fox Kids in the mornings for a while called Magical Do Re Mi. We all played witches. It was a witch school, and there were 3 best friends, and every once in a while they had to be tested for their skills. So they would go to the older witches to be tested, like to see where they were actually going to advance to the next witch level. And I played, it was me and my twin sister. My name was Jerona, her name was Mona. And it was Erica Schroeder who plays Nurse Joy in Pokemon, incidentally. She's amazing. And she had a very strict British accent. She would so don't like this all the time. Oh! And then I was opposite. I was like, well, here comes the taste. And my name was Drona, and I really droned on it, and she kind of moaned, I guess, when she talked. Anyway, so that was awesome. And I did tons of stuff up here. I signed a Spectral Force yesterday and freaked out. I don't remember who it was that brought me. I'm like, Spectral Force, oh my God, I recorded that 1,000 years ago. And then other classics, like I did Pokemon. I did a Pokemon episode. I was Kay the Raichu trainer. I really think that episode of Pokemon, I feel like, as a Raichu trainer, that she was kind of a biatch. I don't know if you guys have seen that episode of, okay, so like, all right, if I had a Pokemon, like I would be so nice to it. Because I want to like maximize its powers and like train it to be the best. And Kay was like, oh my God, my Pokemon shocks me, I hate it. And she was really snotty, and there's like, at one point, like she kicks it like Raichu freaks out and is like, eh, and shocks her, and she's like, oh my God, it shocked me, and like kicks it across the room, and the thing like runs into the wall and like hits its head and starts crying, and I'm like, this is traumatic. This is like the worst Pokemon trainer ever. And she was really nasty. And then Pikachu comes in and gives therapy sessions. It's happened, y'all. Watch it. You can stream it online. I'll share it again on my Facebook. I share it every once in a while, and I'm like, yeah, I did that. That's me typing. I did that. Like, anyway, so then I relocated back to Texas about 1.5 years ago and jumped back in with conventions. Oh yeah, Excel Saga. You guys have ever heard of Excel Saga? I'm like, what am I major? I'm like totally forgetting. Thank you. Totally forgetting to. Yes. Oh, Excel Saga. What a fantastic nightmare that was. Oh, Lord.
Do tell.
So like, I'm dead serious. When I was recording for Excel Saga, I did not speak outside of the studio. I had a notepad. Again, days before smartphones and iPhones, so everything was, you could email, you could AOL.com people, you could chat online. I think I don't even know if Yahoo was around yet. I think maybe, but I wrote everything down. So breaks from the studio, ready to get hot tea please. And they'd be like, oh, did you lose your voice? And I'd just say yes, because I'm not gonna explain it on vocal rest. And then I would have a day off in between each session, and I did not speak at all while I was recording for that show because I wanted to save my voice. It was a really, really strenuous role. So anyway, so then moved to New York and came back 1.5 years ago. Got my first role with Funimation in Fairy Tale the movie, not the TV series, but I played Eclair in the movie. And it kind of struck me because so Funimation contacted me. It was Tyler Walker, the director of the. Do you have any Fairy Tale fans in here? It's a cute show, right? Yeah, it's a cute show. Hold on. It's good that I'm on the microphone because that was fierce. Excuse me. So Tyler's like, we'd love to, you're back in town or whatever. We'd love for you to audition for this show we've got. Now it's not the TV series, it's the movie. Oh, thank you.
Holla.
Someone, okay, I don't know who that was. Anyway, so he's like, yeah, she's really, tragic. She's tragic. She's sad. She's, really, really down, and she's 400 years old. And I'm like, wow, that's like a really cool character. And he's like, the energy's real low. It's not stuff you're used to doing. It's not, normal casting for you. And I'm like, wow, what's her name? He's like, Eclair. And I was like, Eclair, it's a pastry. Like you would think her name would be like Veronica, or
She has a secret.
Not that those are depressing names. I love those names. But I'm just saying, like, her name's Eclair. I'm like, oh, I'm a depressed pastry. That's awesome.
Oh.
So anyway, and then so I recorded that, and Black wings, white hair, crazy. Incidentally, a lot of the roles I play are crazy. I'm a little crazy, and that helps. Really, but I just want to say this, and we can move on with some Q&A. There's a piece I did for Right Stuff International. I lived in New York, and it's a really underrated anime. It's called Boogie Pop Phantom. Yes. You know what I think the problem with that show is the release date. It came out not long after Lane, and people compare it to Lane. The animation, that's the only thing, because Lane's like that first of its kind, I think, to have those muted colors, right? Like just really sort of like, and very minimal speaking. Like there's not a whole lot of dialogue, it's really about the animation and the story and everything, which I watched it 3 times. I still don't get it, I have all 3 soundtracks. I don't understand Lane. I love it though, it's such a great show. And I watched the sub, I didn't watch the dub. I was like, oh yeah, I like subs too. I just like watch subs. Whatever. Yeah, it really got just like swept under, and a lot of people haven't seen it. But I played a very somewhat suicidal, unfortunately, high school student, and her name was Moko, and she was so depressed. And then I come back a little bit later in the series and play a completely different character named Pum Pum, and he's this creepy little Pied Piper boy who would give you a red balloon and steal your soul. Really not cool at all.
It's not like that film, The Red Balloon, right?
So, yeah, and he sort of talked like this. It was like, here, take a balloon. You do not want to take a balloon from Pum Pum. Yeah, you don't. But he, of course, be like, oh, thank you. Oh, my soul. Where's the, oh, it's funny. Oh, I'm going to die. But you didn't die. You were just soulless. It's terrible. But anyway, Boogie Pop Phantom, that was a really fun title. So anyway, you guys, okay, 121, awesome. We're good on time. I'm going to drink out of my water. Crystal water glass.
Oh, also, there's no table after this, so take as long as you want.
Cool. So that's sort of a quick overview about me. And can we get a question from the crowd? Don't be shy. Yes.
What was the worst voice acting experience you've ever had? Like, what particular anime was really just kind of rough for you to do?
Worst anime experience. I've never had a bad anime experience. Like, I haven't. I mean, I guess there's some roles I enjoy more than others, but even the ones that I play that it's like, oh, you know, like Free Clear, you know, like, oh, this isn't your normal, you know, and you would think like I wouldn't have as much fun, but I also love just being able to stretch my acting chops a bit. Like I don't always have to be crazy, you know, I can act and I can play those subdued characters as well. So even the ones that you would think like might not be as interesting were totally interesting to me. So yeah, come on, you guys, I'm in cosplay. Yes.
What was your favorite part in Attack on Titan?
My favorite part in Attack on Titan. That's a great question.
I want to touch it.
Yes, which I am reenacting tonight at my panel with Captain Levi. We are doing a panel together, and I am going to make the entrance into the door. I'm going to do it. Ow! I'm going to do that. So my favorite, I think I probably had the most fun. I mean, yes, let me touch it! You know, running, Aaron! Shut up!
Bitch!
You're like 9, so. This mother is hot! Yeah. Oh, so fun. But I really, really like the scene, the naming sequence, where she's, you know, and the characters are like, oh, is someone barking? Magical. Where she's going over like the scheme for naming the Titans, and she starts talking about like the innards being fried and sausage and made out of stomach lining, and everyone's like, you know. My favorite things about Hanji, incidentally, are how people react to